Are we back with another video, back with another case study? We got my boy John here. Introduce yourself. Let them know how old you are, where you're from, and how much you made, and how many days.
So my name is John. I'm from California. I'm 22 years old, and I made around $109,000 in 48 days. I think 46 days.
$109 in 48 days, bro. That is someone's yearly salary. Like someone made that shit in a fucking year. And then we got some 22-year-old who just did that shit in just a little over 40 days. Like that shit's crazy.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. Yeah.
Six figures, bro. Show your dashboard first for everyone so they can see that shit. Yeah, so as you guys can see, he just hit the refresh $109,000 in 46 days, bro. Absolutely fucking insane. Before we go into the dropshipping side of things and how you actually, ran this product and the procedure of it, the systems, talk about what you were doing the past couple of years, like how you got into online money, what you've been doing. Have you tried other business models? Just talk about the past couple of years, how they've been.
So in 2020, I started off doing like Facebook selling. So I would either get stuff from eBay and then post it onto Facebook, and I would sell there. My dad would get some stuff too, and I'd help him sell some stuff like jewelry, clothes, and stuff like vintage kind of stuff. And so I've always kind of been in. Well, I wouldn't say always, but like I got into that kind of reselling kind of thing early on.
Yeah.
It was all right. I remember that like the first kind of like winner I had with that Facebook stuff was like I found these little ACs on eBay. So
Mm.
I would order them and then I'd sell them in person on Facebook, and they did pretty good. That was summer of 2020. I was making like $30 profit on each one. And then 2021, I got my first job. So I was working at a Italian ice shop. If y'all know what Rita's is, it's like Italian ice. It was cool at first, it was a first job.
Mm.
I worked there for 4 fucking years, bro. So I worked there from 2021 up until I think 2025 last year. It was cool, but towards the end, I was like, yeah, nah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Um, and so in 2021, I was just going out and stuff still, hanging out with friends, just doing stupid shit, enjoying life and everything. I wasn't really into drop shipping at that time. I wasn't really looking into it that much. I was still doing the selling on the side. And then 2022 came around. I got another job, so I was still working there. And 2022 is kind of when things changed because I got a job at Tesla. It was 12-hour shifts. So like the summer, I think it was August 2022. I worked there for like a month, and something about like just waking up at 4 a.m. and seeing all these people like in their faces, you can tell that they weren't happy,
Mhm.
and I wasn't really happy myself at that time either. Like there's something just going on where like I wasn't really happy with where I was at. I knew that I had to change some things, and so yeah, I worked there for a little bit, and it was just like crazy, bro. Like I didn't want to work there. So I quit there. I was still working at the other job, and then around that time is when I started looking into like different ways to make money. I came across drop shipping and stuff. My mind wasn't really there the whole time. I was like chasing dopamine, like trying to figure out how to make things work. The first thing was actually I tried trading for a little bit. So I tried day trading. I did it for a little bit and then left it. And then I tried getting my real estate license. I did that for a little bit and I dropped it too. And then drop shipping, I also came across. And that one kind of stuck with me because like I would watch a lot of videos, and it was just kind of like a thing where like I wasn't really doing it, but I was changing my habits from like, let's say I would watch like stupid shit on YouTube to now like drop shipping or like ways to make money and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say 2024 is when like I actually started to learn more about it. And throughout this time, when I say like, there's like these big gaps in between, is because I was in college, and so I was focusing on college and stuff. Like I wanted it like really bad, but like it was just hard for me to focus on one thing.
So when did you actually start organic dropshipping? Like at what point did you actually take action and start, running products?
Probably January. The first product that I ran was
2026
in
or 2025?
this year.
Okay, 2026. Yeah.
Yeah, but like August of 2025, like I was like learning a lot about it and stuff, and just focusing on school. But officially started, I would say like this year is when I really started locking in.
At what point did you join the mentorship? What month was that?
But that was in October. Yeah, I'd say around October of last year.
Wait, so October you joined, but then you didn't run a product till January?
Yeah, it's because I don't know if you remember, but I messaged you saying that I had some going on,
Oh
and
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so I wasn't really able to do much at that time.
Mm. But then once you actually like locked back in, January and shit, talk about, how that's been from January up until now, what's been going on.
From January till now, it's just been a lot of like watching your videos, Like I said, this was my last year of college, so I had to lock in on like both things. And so yeah, just watching a lot of videos, a lot of talking to suppliers, so a lot of like not unnecessary tasks because I was learning a lot, but it was just like I wasn't really going anywhere with it. Like I would say, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, but I wasn't really like acting on it.
Yeah.
It was just like I knew that I was gonna make it work, from that point on. But it was like I was lost. I didn't really know what to do first. I was kind of overwhelmed because like I just came across, or like I was barely getting into mentorship and everything. So I was just kind of like looking at everything, trying to absorb as much information, and yeah.
What was the switch that, got you here? Like all those months of like, confusion and like, kind of a little bit of procrastination and things like that. What was the switch to make you like just boom, locked in, tunnel vision, and now 100K month, basically?
For sure. Yeah, it wasn't like an overnight thing. Like I said, it's been a long time.
Mhm.
For me personally, like I said, it's been kind of hard for me to lock in and stuff. But the switch was that I was finishing college up soon.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I'm not really trying to get a job. I had this life that I envisioned early on.
Mhm.
And I really wasn't seeing myself achieving that with where I was going. And yeah, just kind of the pressure of having to leave college. I felt like I was like safe, like I was chilling, I was just got to finish school and stuff. I didn't really have that many internship opportunities going on. I'd say my junior year of college, I was already like, damn, I wasted this time. I could have probably been doing like some other shit.
Yeah.
It was just the pressure of like, okay, I gotta leave college now, so what am I gonna do next?
In January to now, have you been consistent this entire time? Like, have you been, locked in, like testing products every single month?
Nah, I think just from like January up until like April was just like consuming a bunch of information.
Yeah.
Low-key still like trying to like really tune my mind into focusing because like I said, it's a little difficult for me to really lock in. Well, up until now, like before that, it was really hard for me to lock in because I had a lot of distractions, and I still do, but I try to make it work. And when I say distraction, I don't mean like going out and partying and stuff and
Yeah.
hanging out with friends. I low key cut off all my friends a long time ago. So I would say like yeah, April was when I first started running products, and I probably tested like 3 total products.
So three total products, and you were able to make over 100 racks. Like that's crazy. Go into deeper for everyone watching. Like three products. That third product, is this one, right?
Yeah.
And this product, like, is this the first product you ever made money with?
Nah, so the month before May was when I found the first winner where I made 22K.
Mhm.
May 29th, that's when I started making money with the other product.
And so, like, are both these products, like, let's talk about the 22K product. Both of them, like, let them know. Are these AI products? Are they filming products? Like, ripping? What are you doing?
Nah, these are filming products. They were low key hard to film for.
Yeah.
There was like a barrier to entry for these products. Like,
Mhm.
it's a little difficult for me personally to film for them.
And the thing I've been telling everyone too is like, bro, everyone going over to AI, like committed 100% only to AI, are leaving all these filming products open. There's no competition. And then you fucking take the entire market over, you go super viral, you print, and you just make all the fucking money because no one's focused on them. Everyone's focused on AI right now. So when there's guys like you who still take advantage of the basics and filming and shit like that, you're able to make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
And what do you think helped you also not become a one hit wonder and actually make the 22K in a month and then boom, the next month, you hit 100K plus? Like, what do you think helped you be able to keep the consistency? Because a lot of guys are one hit wonders. Most people probably read the title of this video and probably thought, oh, he only hit 1 month, but you hit back to back good months and you're still making money. So, like, why do you think you were able to consistently make money?
I think just staying consistent, just being active on the burner, to be honest. The 22K month, it was cool, but, I'm very, very grateful. Thanks to God that, I've been able to hit all these numbers and everything. But, I was thinking realistically, and it's like 22K is a lot of money, especially for someone like me who wasn't making that much money to begin with. But, can't really live off that, Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to continue to do it and prove to myself that I can do it consistently. I took a lot of lessons from the first product and applied it to this next one.
Mhm.
And so I think just wanting more is really what kept me going.
Yeah.
That's not like in a being greedy kind of way. It's just like wanting to be a better person and learn and just grow.
Talk about the process of these products. Like, did you bring them to the market? Did you, find them on the burner, and how you got to actually running them?
So for the first product was actually I don't really do it, but I found it on the Instagram burner.
Mhm.
So for some reason, I was getting tired of my TikTok burner. So I just went on Instagram and I found the product. They were posting recently and they were going pretty viral. I think they're only like 20 posts in or something. And so I test ordered them and I saw that they was doing pretty good after I did the conversion and everything to calculate the per mil. It was like a good product, I felt like. And immediately, like, I looked at what they weren't doing. So I paid attention to two things. I paid attention to what they weren't doing. I guess they're kind of the same thing. So what they weren't doing and what I could implement into mine and make it better.
Yeah.
I don't know if I made more than them, but I think I got a lot more views, I would say, and so I was able to go viral easily because I did something that they weren't doing and something they probably weren't willing to do, and that's something that's really important. Is sometimes you gotta really put yourself out there, and even if you're comfortable doing certain things or maybe it's something new to you, you're gonna have to just say fuck it and do it.
After making this money, how does it even feel? You went from fucking zero to over 100K, bro. Like, what are you thinking? Like, what's going through your mind?
It's crazy. I didn't think it would happen this soon. It feels like it still doesn't really feel real. If I had made this money like probably back then, bro, I probably would have blew all that shit right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've like matured now and just so grateful, thanks to God that I made this money. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you bought anything yet? Are you planning to buy anything?
No, I haven't bought anything. I don't know if I'm gonna buy anything soon. I kind of want to make more and save up. This Christmas though, I'm gonna give a lot to my family and stuff.
That's good.
It's coming up and stuff, so I'm gonna give a lot back.
Do your family know about what you're doing? Like, do they know what you do? Do they know about the money?
Nah, they don't know. I haven't told them.
This guy's secretly printing, making six figures.
It's
Family doesn't even know you're up over 100K.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't know. I haven't told them. I don't know. I want to make a little more and then kind of just tell them, or maybe like just like I mean, eventually they might catch on. They'll be like, getting us all this stuff. So I kind of want them to like find out that way.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'll probably tell them eventually. Just
Mhm.
gotta keep it, lucky for now.
So, like, what do they think you're doing? Like, do they think you work? Do they like? What do they think you're doing, bro?
Nah, they probably think I'm a bum, bro. They probably think I got no goals. I mean, they know that I actually told my mom before that this is what, and my dad that this is what I want to do, and they're like supportive of it when I did tell them.
Yeah.
Because my dad, he's like I said, he knows about he's a little educated on like just the fact that you can make money online. He knows a little bit about that stuff because I've told him, and I've helped him sell and stuff through like eBay, and so they kind of know that it's possible, it's doable. But I don't know if they don't think that I'd be able to do it, or
Yeah.
like I don't think you can scale it that much or make that much money. So
Nah, that's
yeah,
crazy. Like, bro, like imagine what they would say right now if you told them you just made over
yeah,
100 racks in like 40 days, bro.
yeah. It's just like I'll tell them I just want to make a little more.
Yeah. Yo, do you have any friends too that like know about what you're doing?
Nah.
This guy is secret.
Yeah. Um, so like I had a good amount of friends, but I was starting to notice that I've always been like a caring kind of person. Like I've always cared about other people, and sometimes I would care a little bit more about other people than myself. And so, they were doing like it wasn't like no like snake stuff, but I don't know. I was peeping some stuff, and when I did decide to cut them off was when I turned 21, so last year, and not a single one of them like hit me up like yo like happy birthday and shit. And like keep in mind, these are people I've known for like years and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't so much the fact that they didn't say nothing. It was just like, damn, like
Yeah,
this is the people I'm surrounding myself with. Like y'all can't even check in on me or do that stuff. So
yeah,
I just started distancing myself. And at the end of the day, everybody moves on and stuff. So I'm not mad at them or anything like that. Still want everybody to eat, but I just gotta eat by myself. So
yeah, yeah. Nah, 100%, bro. Did this happen before you locked in and started making money? Like, what
yeah,
actually made you separate yourself to actually focus and lock in on making money? Because I know you said before you would like go out party more, right?
yeah. So with my friends, the original friend, I mean, we're still cool. I haven't talked to them. A few of them checked in on me a while ago. So it's not like I just cut them off but I guess you could say it's more like a personal thing. Like I just distanced myself so I could focus more. But yeah, this happened before I fully locked in. So like from that point on, I kind of started, moving a little different. My mindset started changing.
Okay, okay. Yeah, makes sense. What even made you join a mentorship in the first place? Because like a lot of people, two things. Either they think mentorships are a scam, they don't believe in them, or they think, let me just run it up by myself. What made you want to get a mentorship and take that action?
I think it was just the fact that there was so much information online.
Mhm.
Everybody was saying different stuff. I know I've heard it on case studies too, is that everybody says that, there's a lot, everyone's saying different stuff. I came across one of your videos, like the OG videos, like Red Wall King. Uh,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I was learning a lot from the videos, and like you're like hella cool, bro. Like
mm,
you seem genuine and stuff. So I joined the Discord. It took a while though before I actually committed to it. But I think the fact that I just wanted to speed up the process and get like one-on-one help was
mm,
what really made me decide to go with the mentorship.
yeah. And like, did you have any doubts or, any part of you that was thinking like I might not get what I paid for, or I don't know if this is legit? Because most people will have those thoughts. Did any of that cross your mind in the process?
Nah, not really. I've taken a lot of risks.
Mm,
I've been more out of money before. Like another thing I forgot to mention was that I also messed with like stocks at the beginning around like 2021.
mhm,
This was when like I was working the job at the beginning, so I didn't have a lot of money. I invested like $2,000 into. I don't know if you guys know about AMC and GameStop. Like
mm,
their stocks were going crazy and stuff,
yeah.
and I was up like 10 bands at one point, and I lost all that shit. And I was like, fuck, you know. So I've always been taking risks, and so the mentorship, I was just like, it's a lot of money, but I was thinking about the future and what it could bring me. It outweighed like the risk, really.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like a lot of people, they're too scared to take that risk. They're just thinking about short-term money they're spending, but you're looking at that long-term. Once you joined, right? Like, did you get what you expected? Did you get more? Like, from when you joined, your thoughts of what was going to happen and what you were going to get once you were in it, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I got a lot more. One of the things that I was like struggling with was like finding like good suppliers and stuff, and just like more in-depth lessons.
Mhm.
Like on YouTube, people kind of just do mostly like surface level stuff.
Yeah.
Some would do go more in depth with this stuff, but yeah, I think just the videos and suppliers is really what helped. Yeah.
Yeah. To those who are watching, probably wondering, like, because a lot of people do wonder too, is why not just stick with the YouTube for you, for your experience, that you've been in the mentorship, you're in the mentorship, you've also seen my YouTube videos. What would you say is the difference that's going to really help you from just watching the videos, from actually having that one-on-one access to me and actually being inside the VIP program?
So the difference between the YouTubers and having a one-on-one group like this is that all the resources that you have, the winning text document, that's really helpful, and the fact that you're with other people, other like-minded people, is really helpful too. The calls are really helpful because you might hear a question that you have yourself, but you just never asked it. Boom, somebody just asked it, and they get it answered. You get to ask your own questions like this. It's really helpful just being around the same kind of people and learning directly.
100%, yeah. Bro, you were watching all the way back from the Red Wall days, bro. OG fucking times. So, like, if you were to restart, go back in time, what are some things that you would have changed to speed up your process and get here quicker?
I would get stuck a lot. I wouldn't really know what my next step should be. And I didn't really have anybody to ask, what my next step should be. So really just, I should have just joined the mentorship earlier and gotten started earlier.
What are some of the biggest things that you learned to help you get to this month and also make consistent money, not just that one hit wonder, and not just, maybe make money for a week and then not make money anymore? What do you think helped you the most consistently?
I would say figuring out what you can do to separate yourself, because that's really going to take you far. You can do what other people are doing. Like I know you say proof of concept, 100% I agree with that. But if you're gonna do a product that maybe a lot of people are already doing, a product that only a few people are doing, it's always good to try to differentiate yourself
So, yeah.
so it doesn't get repetitive. It's kind of like almost refreshing for people in a way.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, and you never know, you might do something that takes you further than them.
Yeah, that's why, proof of concept is perfect, especially for, like blowing up, getting shit started. But to be at the top, to be number one, like what you did with this product, you got to be different at some point. Proof of concept and doing that will take you so far. It's proof of concept, so you're going to win, you're going to make money. But to be the best, which everyone wants to be, you got to be creative, you got to be different, which is what you did, which is super good. What would you have to say now to anyone else who's watching this? Maybe they're procrastinating on starting or joining the mentorship, or even just locking in and making money and believing organic job shipping is real. What do you have to say to them?
You got to find why you want to do it, understand your situation, analyze it, see if there's things that you can improve on in your life, because it all starts in the mind. Like for me personally, I had to do a lot of things to really get my mind better than what it was. And it took a lot of work. You just got to find the reason why you want to do it. That's really your drive. And as long as you stick to that and always remind yourself of why you want to do it, it'll take you far. Yeah.
100%, bro. It's pretty much a wrap for the case study, bro. W John in the fucking chat, or 100K span of 46 days, bro. You could be next. You could be next. Cause like shit, bro. Like you said, you didn't think it was gonna happen this quick, right?
Nah, I didn't think it was gonna happen this quick. And like I said, I still got a long way to go. This is just the beginning and stuff.
Mm.
And just for anybody watching, also just some like more words of advice. Like I mentioned, if you can envision yourself achieving something, we have one life, you know. I think that you got to do the best for everything in your life. You only get one chance, so you know you might as well make the best out of it. For me personally, like I couldn't work a job, you know.
Yeah. Fuck that.
There's so much more to life, and I know that everybody watching, there's a lot more that you can achieve if you really just lock in and focus. Start cutting some things off. If you drink, if you smoke, you know, put that aside. Like for me personally, I never really drank or smoked. These little habits that you make, they really influence your mind and how you move in other aspects. Another thing is like if you're eating fucking junk food, fast food, bro, like stop, bro. You gotta treat your body like your body's a vehicle. You know what I mean? You get one. Why would you put, you know, bad stuff into it? You know, you gotta put the best fuel into it. Like for me personally, I don't eat fast food. I've been clean of fast food for like 3 years, 4 years
Yeah.
now. I cook every day. It's all in the mindset, you know. It takes discipline. So if you can master discipline in other areas, it'll translate into business.
100%. W, advice, wisdom from John. Make sure you guys take that shit. Don't just let it come through one ear and out through the other. This is why a lot of you guys are not successful. A lot of you guys are not making money because you just watch, take in information. It's one thing to take it in, it's another to actually use it, apply it, and do something with it. Change your fucking life, bro. Yeah, that's pretty much a wrap for the case study. If you guys are interested in work with me one-on-one, link down below in the description. Subscribe, like, and I mean shit. Until then, let's get to the money. You have any last words for everyone?
Just be grateful, you know, thank God all the time, pray. Yeah, things will go good.